Hi everyone, I hope you're very well. Today I'm going to show you how to get this sleek, straight hair and vampy makeup that will be perfect for parties over the festive season. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video if you want to see more like this. To get that salon look that I wanted, I began by using the Philips Pro Dryer, which has been created specifically to help reduce damage to the hair when styling. As you can see here, I rough dried the heavy wet from my hair and then continue to dry the hair by pointing the dryer in a downward motion whilst brushing the hair in the opposite direction to my parting. This just helps my hair to sit better at the end. And then using a round brush, I started smoothing my hair downwards to tame frizz and to create shine. I like to dry the front of my hair so that it flicks away from the face. You'll see the technique I use is pretty easy and self-explanatory here. The dryer actually has a thermoprotect flap on the nozzle, which releases any excessive heat that could potentially damage the hair when the nozzle is this close to your hair. And the ion conditioning will also make the hair look super smooth and frizz-free. To smooth and refine the style even further, I then went in with the Philips Pro Straightener, which is another tool that's created specifically for reducing damage to the hair. It heats up in only 10 seconds and has floating plates to prevent hair breakage, and the titanium coating on the plates helps them to heat up really quickly and evenly for super fast and easy styling. Again, I like to style the front sections of my hair so that they flick effortlessly off my face. And that's pretty much the hair done. I will leave the products that I used in my hair in the description box below. So now we're on to makeup, yay! So I'm starting off by mixing together two of my favourite foundations at the moment. I'm using a Clinique one and an Urban Decay one. Everything will be listed in the description box below in case you're looking for full names. So I'm mixing those two together for a flawless, even coverage. And then I'm just going in with the IT Cosmetics by Undereye and priming my eyelids. I'm also going to set that with powder, so anything I blend on top is going to blend nice and smoothly. Now I'm going in with my friend Chloe's beautiful new palette that she released with Ciate. I'm going to go for the purple tones in here today. So starting off with this light purple, I'm going to use that as my transition shade and blend that all into my eye socket to start as a transition shade. Then I'm going in with this shimmery pinky purple shade and I'm applying that to the inner third of my eye. Moving on to this next purple shade, I'm going to apply that all to the center of my eyelid and I'm going to just blend that in as well into the crease. Then I'm going in with this deep purpley shade and I'm using that to smoke up the outer V, and I'm going to extend that into a nice kind of V feline shape on the end. I'm also using a light brown from the palette to blend everything out and to make sure that transition is nice and seamless. And then I'm just going back in and touching up the shades that I used previously. Sometimes when you're blending, you can lose a little bit of intensity, so just go back in with the same colors again. And then my camera cut out, but I just went back and did what I had missed. I applied a light purple eyeliner to the inner half of my waterline and a dark purple eyeliner to the outer half of my waterline. And then I tightlined with it and also put it along my lashes. Then I smudged it out with a pencil brush and then went in with an even more precise liner brush to create a bit of a wing. I'm just using a cotton tip to tidy up, and then I'm going back in with the darker purple shade to create even more smokiness to the outer V. Now just some mascara. I popped on my brows as well, but didn't want to do that on camera, it's a bit boring. And now I'm just going in with the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer and really cleaning up and highlighting underneath that eye area. This is a good chance to get rid of any fallout and to really sharpen up the outer corners of the eyeshadow. And now I'm just going to set that. I'm actually baking today because I want it to be nice and bright and perfect. And I'm also going to use this powder to heavily set any areas where I find I get creasing or my foundation doesn't last that long. And then I'm just dusting a very light layer of the powder over the rest of my face. Now I'm just bronzing as usual. Not too heavy on the bronzer today, just a little bit. And just having a little jam set. Woo! And then I'm sweeping away the bake under my eyes. Now I'm going in with highlighter. This one's from Tarte, but I did decide that this wasn't enough, so I went back in with one from Becca just to get that super amazing glow. I love it. Now I'm just finishing up the eyes. I'm using that medium purple shade to smoke out the lower lash line and flicking that out onto the wing as well to create that feline, almond-y shaped eye. And I'm also going in with some contour underneath the cheekbones, just for a subtle contour, nothing too crazy. Also adding a touch of a pinky purpley blush today, just to put some colour back into the face. And now we're onto the lips. I chose this lip colour from Urban Decay. It has a matching lip liner. It's called Blackmail, and it is just super vampy, super gorgeous. And then at the very end, I decided to put this Maybelline lipstick over the top. I don't know if I actually recorded that, but anyways, I will leave it in the description box below. And then also I popped on some lashes. I'm not a big lash girl. If you watch my channel, you'll know that. But these are just some natural ones from Ardell, and I feel like they add a little bit of drama to the look, but they aren't too much. Oh, there's the Maybelline lipstick. I did put it on in a really weird, awkward fashion. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this hair and makeup get ready with me. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and leave a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, leave a comment. I love reading your comments, and I will talk to you again really, really soon.